massive game it is. Of course, the
defeat to Juve. Hakan Çalhanoğlu suffered an ankle injury in that game and hasn't trained fully since, so Brahim Diaz replaces him in the starting lineup, although the Turkish international has been named on the bench. Notably, that comes at the expense of Karol Lanetti, who until tonight was the only Torino player to start every Serie A game this season. The Polish international given a breather on the bench. Currently closest to challenging Milan at the summit, Roma against Inter. We need to return to winning ways to ensure they keep hold of top spot tomorrow. Opportunity. They start favourites against a Torino side who've been suffering.
And now, of course, more than ever, they need to get on a roll or keep the roll going from Juventus up there, but never ride off the old lady.
Wasn't more damaging, won't prove more damaging in the...
If you're looking for positives as well for Torino, they've only won 2 games all season.
Without their talisman since late November against Napoli. That's 3 meetings. And they arrive back into the relegation zone ahead of kick-off.
Premium della rottamazione con gli incentivi Citroën nuova C3
with Marco Guida on VAR duty so far for Stefano Pioli until Wednesday night, really. Well, Milan out to prove the end of their long unbeaten start. Kia's challenge will bring about the free suspension, but straight back into the side. Needs must really for Milan in the midfield.
And he's showing it.
And in the absence of Castillejo again as the Spaniards attempt to combine. The corner had been taken short, cleared only as far as Tonali. Now Brahim Diaz, 74 appearances and 1 goal in the Rossoneri. Remarkable record since November. In goes the cross from the corner.
Number 9 position, here he goes again.
Line open up for Theo Hernandez, and he'll get the free kick this time. Fernando Itzo with the challenge. Again, the referee was well positioned. Conceded. Tonali with the free kick. Could have gone anywhere as it struck the wall. Belotti, was reported they bid about 60 million euros for him over 3 years ago. Torino wanted 100 million. He scored more. That's an away venue. No surprise though, Theo Hernandez rides the initial challenge from...
When he came up against Chiesa, well, that was a different matter. Chiesa certainly made him...
And back into it to deliver the cross as well, and it would have reached Hauger, but for the touch behind. Theo Hernandez couldn't quite capitalise on the bouncing ball. There goes Kessie. This is Castillejo. Fast feet, but just overrun. 20 minutes in. Donnarumma and Çalhanoğlu also coming to the end of their contracts now come the summer. Swings it in, but of 2019, Pioli came in to replace him. Here come Milan through the middle. Rafael Leao is in, and there's the goal that the early dominance has surely deserved. Taken smartly by Rafael Leao. Inspired perhaps by the presence of the top scorer Zlatan back on the bench tonight, but he's been in fine form himself recently. 5th goal of the season, and just reward really for the Rossoneri's early dominance here.
Well, they have deserved it.
It's covered good ground here. He does have options either side, but it was overhit for House taking the touch. This is Goyak. It breaks for Singo to try and sling in the cross.
Impressive play from Milan.
Brahim Diaz did really well to trick his way into the penalty area, and questions asked of the referee. Diaz left to beat the ground in frustration.
You get a bit of the ball, but Diaz is the one. Let's see.
He's taken some sorcerer. It's curly.
I think maybe is he too casual yet? He just strokes it into the bottom corner just about every time. Milan have been so on top. They certainly deserve to be ahead. Still struggling with that being a penalty, even with VAR and stopping it.
Just ahead of Bremer. Still with Rafael Leao. He was spell with PSV in the Eredivisie last season. Well, Verdi will get it back. This will have gone this. It is Ricardo Rodriguez. It was a wonderful effort which comes back off the bar. So aberration against Castillejo as well. This team collectively have never really perhaps recovered their composure. There is taking the pass from Kessie and returning it to him. He's in again here. Siri with a save. Very nearly 3 in first half added time. The penalty spot with the goal so far at San Siro. And Bologna away before January is done. Whilst the penalty was eventually awarded, it's been the lead. And the Rossoneri get us restarted.
That difficult, so it does all point to Milan really storming on.
He's going to leave it though with a touch for Tonali, and he's overhit that one. Was in full flight, couldn't quite force away all. Ricardo Rodriguez for Torino. Disguised the ball himself. Belotti with a flick towards Verdi. He goes down and penalty given. Simone Verdi caught. Torino with the chance here to halve the deficit.
Fit what's going to happen here.
So it was good. Wasn't quite as significant afterwards, given that Juve went on shortly, but it's Torino on the attack in the meantime with Belotti. Took it back in field and does get the decision here. Takes it into the danger area. Click. And Singo surges forward. He's covered really good ground here. Just ran out of room at the end. Earl's just come on. Is he going to step straight into the spotlight? On loan from Manchester United. Earl getting it back from Dallo. And he's subbed it into the side. Straight into the action here as he.
Será que vai marcar? Não me digas. Zlatan vai matar isso. Perder aqui a possibilidade. Fábio Mares comeu.